Okay, so we're going to get ready for the quiz you're going to take tomorrow by reviewing how to graph quads. So the first thing that we've been doing is finding the roots. You'll notice that's down here at D, but we can still start with it. And the roots are found where x is 0. Or not x is 0, or y is 0. So we're going to start with 0 equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. And we're going to go ahead and factor, and I'll just scroll down so I have some room. So this factors into, using our x, negative 3, negative 2, negative 3, and positive 1. So x is negative x minus 3 and x plus 1 equals 0. We solve those. X is 3 or negative 1. Now the roots are ordered pairs, and y, at the start we let y be 0. So we have our ordered pairs 3, 0, and our other ordered pair negative 1, 0. And if we go back and read the directions really fast, it says determine each of the following key facts and label them on the graph. So I'm going to go ahead and plot these 2 points on the graph, 3, 0, and I'm also going to label it 3, 0. And I'm going to plot my other key point, negative 1, 0, and label it negative 1, 0. So that's what it asks me to do. Now going back to the top, the first thing it asked for, and I did the roots already, but the first thing it asked for was axis of symmetry. And I'm going to go ahead and do that by finding the middle of my roots. So my middle of my roots is about 2 spaces away from each of them, or right here at x is 1. So x is 1. I'm going to verify that with the formula. X equals negative b over 2a. So a is 1 and b is negative 2. So I have x equals negative 2 over 2 times 1, which is positive 2 over 2, or 1. So x equals 1 is correct. And it asks me to determine each and label them on the graph. So again, putting that on the graph, x is 1. I'm drawing that vertical line. So x equals 1. And we've labeled that as our axis of symmetry. And the next thing it asks for is the vertex. And so the vertex, in order to do that, we're going to take the axis of symmetry here and plug it in. So we're going to take our equation, y equals, and replace x with 1. So x is 1, goes in there and there. We're going to figure out what we have. 1 squared is 1, 2 times 1 is negative 2, negative 3, 2 minus 1, negative 1, minus 3, which is negative 4. So we have y equals negative 4. So my vertex is 1, negative 4, because it's an ordered pair. And I'm going to go ahead and plot that. So starting at 0, 1, down 4, 1, negative 4, 1, negative 4, done. Now, the one other thing it asks for, the additional piece of information, is to have my x-intercept. So, the x-intercept is at c. So what we remember is it's 0, c, and c is negative 3. So, but this to double check that x-intercepts or y-intercepts are found where x is 0. So let's just go through the math. 0 equals 0, y equals, 0 squared minus 2 times 0 minus 3, which is 0 minus 0 minus 3, which is negative 3. So y is negative 3, and my ordered pair is 0, negative 3. I'm just going to mark everything I needed. So we've got 0, negative 3 right at the y-axis, at the origin. Then I don't go left or right, and down 3. And it also says label, so I'm going to go ahead and label that 0, negative 3. Now, if I jump over to my graph, the directions are graph. We've already plotted 4 of our points. We need 1 additional point. We're going to get that by the fact that this is symmetry, and we're going to reflect. So 0, comma -3 gets reflected across to positive 2, -3. And now we have all our points. We're going to go ahead and graph that, connecting all our dots in as smooth of a U-shaped curve as we can do. That's not the best. Let's try that one more time. And now we have our perfect graph. Everything is done. We plotted and labeled all of our points. So this is right here, and we just kind of scroll down. Get a feel of the whole thing. This is a 10-point quiz. I've labeled everything on my graph. I've plotted everything. I've done all the work over here to back it up. This is exactly what the quiz looks like. It's the directions. The only difference is, of course, it's a different equation, but this is what it should look like. And so if you do this, you will have a perfect quiz.